Welcome everyone, my name is Nicole and today we have a 20-minute kind of lunge practice. So this will be like in the legs and stuff, a little more energetic, and we're gonna be moving side to side, right? So it'll be like start with one side and then we'll move over and kind of just shift back and forth so that you're aware. And if you're using blocks, then you just take the blocks with you as we travel side to side. So sort of like a lunge progression. I got sticker, sorry. Okay, but we will begin seated to warm up a little bit. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat. Let's begin to arrive. Notice how you're feeling. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Just spending several moments here focusing solely on your breath. And then let's bring our hands to heart center. If you'd like to set an intention, maybe just a word that calls to you, something you'd like to see more of in your life. And then let's twist. Inhale, fingers overhead. Twist to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale through center. And exhale, twist the other way. And flow. Pause at the top. And then reach your right hand over, off as much as you can. Press down, get a little arc on your side body underneath, and then raise that left fingers up and over, reach, and then draw that shoulder back down. Maybe look up, or you can always just rest your head down too if your neck bothers you. And then inhale through center and reach off the other way. Press down and then up and over with that top hand. Really extend and then draw that shoulder so it's not all crunching into your ear, but rest it back down. Maybe look up. Breathe. Inhale back through center. And now let's turn. Come onto all fours. Knees under your hips and wrists under your shoulders. Let's warm up the spine with some cat-cows. Tilt your tailbone, press down away with the hands. Look up. We have our cow, and then pull through the core, around behind the back of the heart. Drop the head. Cat. And then just rock back and forth between the two here. Beautiful. Coming to neutral. We're going to lift our knees. Send the hips back, pushing, and then send the hips up high. Coming into downward dog. Keep the knees bent a whole bunch, and then look between your hands. Really make sure they're spreading and active and pressing evenly through all four corners of your palm. And then you can drop the head, maybe pedal out the feet here. You don't need to worry about heels coming all the way down. Just worry about nice long spine, hips high. And then we're going to inhale, right toes to the sky. Come up on the ball of the back foot. Begin to shift forward, pulling in and up through your core, coming through between your hands. And so now maybe you want the blocks, and you would just shift them side to side with you. And then for that step through from downward dog, hands on blocks, step through, get a little more space. All right, so we are in our first little lunge. Let's just breathe here. And then think about squeezing your legs together so you're not just kind of like hanging out, but we're really active. And then almost lower your back knee to the ground, and then press out your back heel, straighten the leg. 2 more times. Almost lowering, pressing, straightening. Beautiful. Now we're gonna turn the toes, long edge of the mat. Take your blocks with you here. Inhale, fingertips press down, pull your chin forward, and then exhale, drop the head. Keep a little bend in the knees. A little forward fold here. Try to keep all that activation in the legs, and then just let the head and neck and face relax. Inhale, halfway look up. And we're gonna turn to the back now. Low lunge with the opposite leg. Hanging out for a minute. Taking deep, slow breaths. Not just hanging out, but squeezing your legs together like you could hold a stick between them. Right, or your drink. Don't let that drink fall between. And then almost lower the back knee. Press out through the back heel. Lower almost. Press out strongly. Last time. Lower the knee almost. And straighten. Pull up. Come back to the center of your mat. Your toes slightly pointed in. Tilt your tailbone to the sky. Press down. Pull your heart forward. And then exhale, fold once more. And now, inhale, halfway look up. Turn back to the front. Back to low lunge. This time we're going to squeeze as we come all the way up. High lunge. You can have your fingertips high, or you can rest them down, so we can mainly focus on the legs here. And then almost lower your knee. Press out strongly. Yeah, you know where we're going. Lower, press out. Last time. Lower, and press out strongly. Beautiful. Let's bring that left hand to the inner side of your foot, under your shoulder, and we're going to twist open so that right hand comes through and then opens to the sky. And same thing here with your neck. If it bothers you, just let it rest gently down, or look up with that thumb. And then hand comes down, lower your back knee, press through that front heel, send your right hip back, half splits. Inhale, halfway pull your chin forward, look forward, and then exhale, fold. Some deep breaths in here. All right, shift back forward, lift your back knee, pivot the toes back to the long edge. And then this time, little bend in your knees, hands to hips. Inhale, come up, turn your heels in, squat down low for goddess pose, and take several breaths here. Maybe sway side to side so you don't feel like you're dying. Just breathe. And then hands back to hips, straighten the legs, toes point back forward as you forward fold. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, fold. 2 more times like that. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Now inhale, look up. Turn. Now left side. Low lunge for a minute. And then we're gonna engage, lift off, inhale, fingers high. You can keep the hands high, or you can rest them down on your thigh. And then let's work it with lowering the knee almost. And then exhale, press out that heel. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Right hand comes down under your shoulder. Left hand, try to keep your pelvis square and twist open. Maybe look up and just rest down. And then you can bring that left hand down, lower your back knee, press through that left heel, sending that left hip squared back, half splits. Inhale, chin forward, exhale, fold. And then inhale, shift back forward, lift your back knee, step into plank, pause, core engage, pressing out strongly, not collapsing in the shoulders, lifting out, lowering the knees for a little less intensity. And then elbows in, lower all the way. And then we're gonna do baby cobra, no arms. Inhale, shoulders lift, roll back, arms, hands off. And then exhale, press back and up into downward dog. Several breaths here. And then inhale, lift toes to the sky. Come up on the ball of the back foot, knee and the navel, step through. Lower your back knee, uncurl your toes. If you would like, you can do either or. And then that same, we're engaging so we can come up here, pad the knee if you have sensitive knees. And we're gonna clasp the hands behind the low back. Roll the shoulders up and down, or just have our hands on blocks. And then begin to sink down through the pelvis and think up, like putting on suspenders with the shoulders. Maybe look up. And then inhale, come back up, hands in prayer. And then go ahead and come down over your front leg. Half splits once more. Left hip squares back, chin lifts, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, shift forward. Knee lifts, toes to the long edge. And now this time we're going to do a little twist here. Left hand under your face, right hand to your low back. Just roll open through your upper back, core engaged. And then maybe raise that right hand to the sky. And switch, right hand under your face. Left hand to the sky. Try to keep pelvis level, rolling open, and hand lifts. You can always rest the head down. And then hand comes down. Inhale, halfway look up, little bend in the knees, and go ahead and forward fold. You can have your hands between your feet. You can lock your big toe or on blocks, wherever is beautiful. Inhale, halfway look up. I'm going to turn back to the front of our mat. Right leg is in front. Little lunge. Lowering the knee. You can uncurl the toes if you'd like. Preparing to come up, patting the knee if needed. You can start here. You can start hands on blocks. And then you begin to inhale, fingers to the sky. Sink down. Interlace behind the low back. The shoulders like suspenders rolling up and down. Heart to the sky. Maybe continue sinking. Arc back. Inhale, come back up. Hands in prayer. Come back up more of a 90 with that front leg if you've sunk down. Some good engagement here. Underneath of your, get this hamstring, press down and like you're kind of like kicking in. Just real active, real fast. And we can come down. Pressing that front heel, send that right hip back for half splits. Inhale, full length, exhale, fold. And then inhale, shifting forward, lift the back knee, step to plank, elbows in, lower all the way down. And then we're gonna press up, open the knees wide, toes touch, send the hips back for child's pose. Take a few breaths here. You did really great work. You should be proud. And then come back up. We're going to bring our legs around, come down into a quick Savasana. So lay down onto your backs. Let the feet roll out and the palms turn up. And let's just take a moment real fast. I know this is a short practice, but just let it all go. Feel like you are supported and held, melting into the earth for these couple moments. Take your time to enjoy. I will guide you out in just a minute or two. All right, my friends, stay as long as you like, or roll to your right side. Take a few breaths. And go ahead and push yourself back to a seated position. You did it. I hope your legs are nice and warmed up. Just notice how that affected you without judgment. And I will see you next time. The light within me sees and recognizes the light within you. Take care.